Hi, I'm Danny Brown. I'm the CEO of Myriad Real Estate Group, and this is going to be our January market update. Not a lot is happening in real estate right now. As I've predicted, and just the seasonality of Phoenix and real estate in general is that the time period between Thanksgiving and New Year's, relatively quiet for real estate. We've been in Greater Phoenix hovering around 11,000 homes on the market. That number has trended down from about just over 12,000 homes on the market. So people are either taking their home and removing it if they've been listed for a while. That is a strategy that a lot of sellers will implement, where they'll actually pull their home from the market, have it be off for about 45 days, and then relist in the springtime as a brand new listing. So you're seeing people pull their homes from the market. There are homes that are selling, so some buyers that are a little bit savvier are taking advantage of this slow season, getting really good deals on real estate. So you are seeing some sales take place. It's not like zero happen, but everybody's really kind of primed and ready to go for 2024. We're a small sample size, and even we have about half a dozen, 8 listings all primed and ready to go in about mid-January through February, and other listings kind of taking place that are all poised to hit the market in the spring of 2024. This video is coming out in early January, so what can we expect for the rest of the month is I think we'll see an increase in inventory coming to market, so we'll see a slight bump up, and we will start to see the beginning of our seasonality kick in where more transactions start to take place. This doesn't really ramp up until about February, but you are going to start to see that take place, and especially on the heels of mortgage rates coming down. So at the end of 2023, the Fed, Jerome Powell, came out and stated that they were going to be reducing rates in 2024 and no longer on a hiking cycle. They are sufficiently restrictive, and so mortgage rates reacted very favorably to that and actually came down. So right now we're hovering in the low 6s for a 30-year fixed. You can actually get rates in the high 5s through different loan programs as well. And that has really started individuals who are shopping or looking to buy starting the application process. So since that conversation took place, we've seen an increase in purchase applications, so people applying for mortgages. We've also seen a bump up in refinances. We haven't really seen too many refinances take place in the mortgage market because rates kept going up. Not a lot of people refinance when rates are climbing. But now that rates have come down, we've seen an increase in people applying for mortgages to refinance their rate because they purchased at a higher rate than where it is now. So what can buyers expect in the early part of 2024? Choices. I think you're going to see more choices as more listings come to market, older listings coming to market with refreshed marketing strategies, refreshed list prices, and then new sellers coming to market as well. So you're going to see an increase in active listings in the first part of 2024. I also think that you're going to see more stability in mortgage rates. So I think that rates are going to continue to hover in the low 6s. And you are going to be able to do some negotiating in the early days of this spring market, either getting sellers to contribute towards your closing costs to buy your rate down, or using some other loan programs that exist in the marketplace to get your rates into the high 5s. So you're going to see more choices. There's still going to be a little bit of ability to negotiate on pricing and closing cost assistance, but when the market starts to improve and we start to see more activity, the first thing that sellers get rid of is helping buyers out with their closing costs. So that'll be the first thing that disappears from this market as long as rates stay where they're at. So what can sellers expect? I think that you're going to see increased competition in the spring, but you're going to see a lot more active buyers in the market. We're coming out of a very vanilla, slow market because of the holidays. I think that we'll see days on market decrease, so homes will sell quicker. I think you're going to see more buyers just in the market in general. You may see an uptick in multiple offers on homes that are priced accurately and look good. And so sellers should, you still need to price your home accurately. You still need to present a good product, as good as you can. And sellers should expect their home to sell with, I don't want to say ease, but much quicker than they have been over the holidays and when we were facing 8% mortgage rates. Things that we're going to be paying attention to in this month of January, we're going to be looking at retail sales for December. All early indicators report that retail sales were strong for this holiday season. Buyers were out purchasing things, consumers were buying things for the holidays, which is great. That's what pushes the economy forward. We're going to be paying attention to inflation numbers. The Fed has indicated that their rate hike cycle is over and that they're actually going to be cutting rates in 2024 at least 3 times, with the first rate cut potentially happening in March. If we see all of a sudden some sudden increase in inflation, that could change things and we could see mortgage rates go up, and then the Fed could decide to either not decrease rates or even hike, just depending on what inflation does. Then we'll also want to be paying attention to the unemployment market. So jobs are going to be that leading indicator that we pay attention to now going forward. That's going to be the biggest indicator on whether or not we're in a recession or headed towards one. So if we've all forgotten over the last year or two that the Fed has a dual mandate, meaning that they've got to pay attention to 2 things: inflation and unemployment. Unemployment has stayed extremely low, sub 4% over the last 2 years, so Fed has only been focused on that rate of inflation and getting that down. If we start to see the unemployment market increase, meaning more people are unemployed, then we'll see the Fed pivot and have to start to focus on their dual mandate as we head into 2024. So as we get into 2024, I think we're going to see more of a normal real estate market. We're going to see an increase in number of overall sales that take place. So that means that more people are going to be moving, more sellers are going to come to market. You know, when rates come down, it's much easier for a seller to go from a rate that's in the high 3s, low 4s into something that's in the high 5s, low 6s. So you're going to start to see more churn in the real estate market. And as we get further away from that crazy refi boom we saw, we're just going to see more natural churn take place regardless of what rates do, because people's families are growing, people relocate for jobs, people get divorced, people pass away. Those are all reasons that people sell a home, and so we're going to start to see that churn happen just naturally, but it makes it much easier as rates come down. And I do think that we're going to see, because of the increase in affordability, it is much better to be a buyer when rates are around 6% than when rates are at 8%. So they've had a taste of what their mortgage payment is going to look like at 8%. Now seeing what their mortgage payment is going to be closer to 6 or in the high 5s, that is a much easier pill to swallow and a much more affordable monthly payment. So I think that we're just going to see more activity overall. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and we will see you next month.